Good morning, Kalimeta from Delphi. I'm currently climbing Mount Parnassus at 6 a.m. because why not? And today I'm going to be headed to the archaeological site of Delphi with the Temple of Apollo. And then I'm going to make the long slog all the way up to Meteora. So why don't you come along and see what I do? Should be fun. Delphi absolutely enchanted me. It is a picturesque mountaintop village full of history, with single roads leading in and out, sprawling into a cluster of half a dozen streets in the village proper, each slightly higher than the last. Without romanticizing too much, there was something almost spiritual about walking through the waist-high grasses and flowers on the mountainside. It brought to mind ideas of Elysium fields from the mythology born here. There is just an indefinable beauty to these millennia-old small villages in the mountains. I really struggle for words to describe it, and I rarely am at a loss for words, but I am. There's just something so tranquil, peaceful, and almost everlasting, though you know that's not possible, but it feels like it. I don't know how well you can see it with this camera since it's my phone. I didn't want to lug the big one out early in the morning, but I'm following you along that little river there, and all those trees are olive trees. This is an olive grove. I always love how celebrity douchebags are celebrity douchebags in any country. Interchangeable douchebags. I am already lamenting having to go back to the American version of Greek yogurt. The ancient Greeks considered Delphi to be the center of the world. Legend says the name comes from Delphine, the she-serpent who lived there and was slain by the god Apollo, which is why his temple is the dominant feature. Legends abound with the supposed mythical temples on the site. One built of olive branches, another from bees' wax and wings, another built by the gods Hephaestus and Athena. But what is visible today, the ruins, are of the 4th century BCE Doric construction. The pathways to the temple are littered with votive statues, treasuries built to thank the famous Pythia oracles for their advice and battles won because of such. And of course, it would not be complete without the Romans leaving their mark as well with agoras and obvious brickwork. The Stoa of Athenians, a fancy term for a covered porch really, has an Ionic style when most of Delphi is Doric. Why? Because it was built by people, and people need that either or taste great, less filling, alternative competitor vibe to feel whole, complete, and manipulated. History is full of examples, and now you know of an ancient architectural one too. On the actual Oracle of Delphi, Pythia was the title of the high priestess of the temple of Apollo. The Pythia
as a concept, originates in the late 8th century BCE, but could be as old as 1400 BCE. She, as a priestess, was widely credited for and sought after for her prophecies, leading to an appearance in many myths, including the epics of Homer. Olympia was not the only city to house games. When the feats of athleticism and the arts were so closely tied to religion, it is only natural that the center of the world, as it was, should also have a theater, gymnasium, a stadium, a hippodrome, and their very own Pythian games. I do apologize for the blurry footage. It is difficult to film and calmly capture Lepidoptera, another of my many hobbies. This spotted wood butterfly was very accommodating and friendly. I am not encouraging any of you to go out and capture Lepidoptera by hand, but I have raised them for decades, so I know how to handle them. That said, if you ever wanted to, please handle from the ventral wings, as I am doing.
The view here, I mean, my God, just fucking spectacular.
I am a sucker for a museum, that's well known, but I do occasionally skip the small on-site museums because I know half the time they're full of replicas. But since I was here, I figured let's go in and take a look. Once more, the ubiquitous Mycenaean clay figurines. Again, these are everywhere and they are a hallmark of that particular era. So if you go to a museum and you see one, you now know that they are Mycenaean. the Argive brothers, Cleobis and Biton. Their mother, a priestess of Hera, could not find her oxen when she wanted to attend a festival, so the brothers attached themselves and pulled her the 6 miles to town. Exhausted, they fell asleep in the temple of Hera. Mother prayed to Hera to reward them for their strength and devotion. So, the brothers never woke up. That was Hera's gift. They died in their prime.
There is such a metaphor for life in these children. Incomplete puzzles. They once made sense, but now it's just the body.
The Emperor Caesar Domitianus, son of the divine Vespasian, Augustus Germanicus, chief priest, 3 times holder of tribunicium power, father of the fatherland, hailed imperator 7 times, consul 10 times, designated consul 11 times, repaired the temple of Apollo at his own expense. The Battle of Thermopylae is one of the most well-known skirmishes of the Greco-Persian Wars. The Spartan king Leonidas and his 300 men against Xerxes' much larger Persian army. And for Gerard Butler's really ripped-enhanced body.
Why? Because he's got poo in his fur, and I think people need to see the reality of what it is. Like, hey, look, the puppies. We all love puppies.
It's a nice room. That was just a ridiculously long drive. That was an extremely long day. I believe I was packed on that bus for at least 6 hours. So let's cross our fingers that tomorrow Meteora is all it's cracked up to be, because if not, I don't know if it'll be worth the journey. Let's hope. The Oracle of Delphi and the Temple of Apollo, that was pretty cool. The museum was actually decent. It had a decent selection, not as much as I would have liked, but it was still well curated. But that ride, and then we only got to stop, not that it was that impressive, but the machismo in me wanted to stop a little bit longer at the statue of Leonidas the 300. But hey, I was there. That's what matters. But you can tell how exhausted and tired I am. I'm wearing a hotel robe. I usually don't wear these things, but I figure, why not? Go ahead. I spent the money for a 5-star hotel. Use all the accoutrements, right? Well, Thanks for coming along with me, and why don't you come back and see what I do tomorrow?